What's going on out there, YouTube? How's it going? I hope you guys had a great week. I know I have. So we're here to talk about the new Gotham episode, the Red Hood episode. That's the name of it. So, firstly, I'm gonna kind of do not revealing too much, not spoiling too much about the exactly what happens in the episode, but this episode incorporated a lot of things what I like as far as like comedy, action, especially with plot. So definitely have the rising of the villain, you know, the Red Hood, it kind of goes different from what you expect the Red Hood, or kind of different from what the origin story of like the Red Hood I originate with the Joker. However, they do a little different. However, they do a good job, and they kind of leave it open ended to where you can kind of see the Red Hood falling into hands of someone else later on down the road. And I say that because the way they set up the episode and the way they set up the villain, the Red Hood, is like you see the Red Hood passing on between different hands of different characters within this band of robbers, this band of bank robbers. And all these guys start turning against one another for possession of the Red Hood. So that was very interesting to see them do it like that. Kind of like, it reminds me of that episode where they had the goat, and how that serial killer kept re-emerging. So you see this trend within Gotham of how they do it villains. It's like, you know, like these villains are passing on a mantle of like this object that it incorporates or impersonizes or personifies what the villain is, and in this case it's the Red Hood. Also in this episode you'll definitely see where the last episode left off with Fish Mooney, and I'm not even going to tell you what takes place in this episode, but let's just say it's very drastic, catches you off guard. I know it caught me off guard, and I was just like, whoa. You know, the episode starts off very funny, and kind of like real life threatening, menacing things in development, but towards the midway of the episode, when it gets like Fish Mooney's part, it gets dead serious. Like, this is a very dire situation for her, and these are drastic measures, just to say the least. So yeah, you'll be blown away by this episode. This episode definitely, from the momentum of the past couple of episodes, you know, it's kind of like, all right, I know where this is going. I see where this is going. This is interesting. This is very dangerous. But I'd probably rate the danger level on the previous episodes like maybe an 8 compared to this episode. It's very good. Well, very well thought out. Butch, you know, you see Butch and Penguin interacting and see how that's going for both of them. And you kind of see what Butch's thoughts on being a sidekick to Fish, and also his attitude towards Fish currently. And right now we don't know whether he's actually putting up a front or whether he's actually being serious. So that's definitely something you want to keep your eye out for future episodes. What else happened? Yeah, there's also, you know, on Bruce's end of the kind of like story, there one of Alfred's old platoon members or squad members in his back in his military days, his special forces days, shows up at his doorstep, and that's really interesting because you can definitely see it. It's like some Alfred, definitely you get this peek into Alfred's history, and this new guy, his name is Payne. He's definitely a sketchy character. He starts off, you know, training. He does this training exercise with Bruce, very intimidating, very intense. And then later on in the episode, you see certain events transpire that are leading up to the next episode. That is very hard hitting. So You definitely want to watch this episode. If you haven't been following along these last two episodes, maybe you definitely want to watch this episode. This episode is definitely like pivotal in the story. Very important that you catch this episode. So I think that sums it up for my review. I give this episode, I'd have to give it a 9.5. 9.5 out of 10. No, I'd give it a 10 out of 10, to be honest. I'd give it a 10 just because this episode reminded me of why this is one of my favorite TV shows. So yeah, that's it for the review. Keep it short, keep it sweet. Alright guys, you have a blessed evening. I'll catch you guys later, next episode of who knows, Flash or Arrow. Holla at me. Joe Johnson 030 signing out.